S3 again. Yesterday we discussed about all the things, right? Like today we are going to discuss about website deployment. Yesterday we created some bucket, right? Like 78099. I'm creating bucket again. We are trying to understand the bucket properties. In that bucket properties, if you click on the bucket, you can see there is a properties. In these properties, we understand all the things except website deployment. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about website deployment as well as permissions and all. Okay. So here, if you go to the website deployment, very simple. Everyone is with me. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, here we are going to deploy some website here. Okay, so while deploying the website, okay, just you need to upload the content to the website first. Okay, here see, very simple, how to deploy the website in the S3. For that, what we are doing, we are creating one bucket, that is S3 bucket. Then we are going to the properties. Then you can go to the static website. Okay, only static website, not to DHCP addresses. DHCP. Okay, so mostly static websites. Okay, you can just use this bucket for the website here. Index.html. Okay, index.html you need to define, and error.html you need to define this. Okay, so once you save this, then our website is ready. Here they are providing some link. Can you see this? This is the link we can use for website. Okay, so here see, for example, we don't see anything because nothing is there in that folder. Okay, so let me go to the bucket and let me upload the data. Okay, so while uploading the data here, what I can do, I can use the I mean, like, do you remember yesterday we created some credentials like to log in S3 browser? We can use S3 browser to upload the content because we have like website in our system, right? Okay, let's see. In the meantime, let me check, is there any user with credential? Maybe Mike is there already. Yeah, Mike is there. Okay, if I go to the Mike, let's assume Mike or S3. Yeah, he is the S3 administrator. Then let me create the credentials. Okay. Yeah, you can create one more credentials, or you can download this also. Okay. So now coming to here, it is already configured yesterday, I think. Yeah, good. So what we can do, we can upload the folder and the files as well. Okay. Yeah, here softwares folder is there. Here website. I can upload the folder and I can upload the files as well. Okay, website, I can go all the files and I can upload. Yeah, now if I go to the our bucket, S3 bucket, you can see whole website content is deployed. Here, no need of any server or not. Okay, no need of any server or nothing. Just you can create a bucket and you can upload the data because there is a folders and files inside files. So many things are there. That's why I'm using S3 browser for that. Okay, instead of that I can use direct upload here also, but here we can upload only files, not the directories or not the bulk data and all. Okay, better practice, you can go S3 and all. Okay, so now what I did, I deployed everything. So now let me try to access this. Okay, now let me try to access this. Okay, can someone from you team can you try to execute this? This is my browser issue actually. Can someone try to click on that?
We are getting forbidden.
You are getting?
It says forbidden.
Permission,
forbidden.
Right? Forbidden. That means what you need to do, you need to make it public. Do you remember yesterday we need to make it public. Okay, so once we make it public, okay, now this website is public. Yeah. Now can you try
Yeah,
to
now
access? Yeah.
yeah, it's
That
working.
means it's working, right? That means now you are done. So we are already we installed the we deployed the one website over here. So within 2 minutes, okay, this is the way how we can use. Okay, so now you are very clear about how to deploy the website by using the S3. Okay, anyone any questions? Let me know. Very simple. Only the thing is, you just click on here, go to properties. You can go to a static. Here you need to define only these two. That's all.
Venkat, we are defining HTML error files, but the thing is, madam, is do we need to upload the web content to any particular area, or just we can upload to S3 Bucket?
Yeah, you need to upload the content, whatever the content that website you need to this bucket.
So just we need to move that information to S3 Bucket. That's it.
Sorry, come again.
No, just we need to upload that folder to S3 Bucket. That's it, right?
Exactly. That's what content we uploaded, right? Yeah, that's.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want, you can upload. If you don't want all these things, okay, suppose you don't want all these things, let remove, and you can upload only one small file with HTML, okay. That small file is, let me create one HTML file here, because it is looking for that HTML, index.html, that's all. So, see, index.html, okay. So, it is looking for the HTML format. Okay, maybe it will not work because that it is considered as a notepad. Okay, so we need to create one file with HTML. Okay, so let me open Word, index.html. Okay, so yeah. If you have any files, we can use that. Yeah. Hello. Okay. So we are defining like this. Then while saving this file, you need to save as a HTML. That's all. Because it is looking for the HTML format. HTML, XML. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So this is the web page. Okay. So now you can upload that file. You can upload some index.html file, right? So you can use that index.html file. That's all. Okay. Yeah. That's all. Can you try to access now? Anything you are getting?
Forbidden.
Yeah, can you try now?
Hello.
Yeah. You got it, right? That means like whatever the index file is contained, you can find that. Okay, so it's not like only particular and all, you know. At least we need to understand how to deploy our static website in this thing. Okay, so this is the way how to deploy. If anyone any questions, let me know up to now. Yeah. Now the most important thing is how to access this S3 bucket from the command line as well as Unix box or anywhere. Okay, so this is most important really. Okay, let me create one server. In the meantime, let me access through the command line. Okay, So in Windows environment, normally what we can use, you can use the PowerShell. Okay, so in Windows environment, you can use PowerShell to connect to the AWS S3. Okay, before that, to connect with this, okay, we need to have some software should be installed. Okay, that software is like, you know, I already shared with you guys. You can use that. Otherwise, you can download from the Google and you can install. There is a software like tools, right? Yeah, here, not this one. This is the one. So AWS CLI is the one tool. You need to have this tool. You need to have this tool should be installed in your system. So that this is the command line utility. This is the client, AWS client software. It should be installed in your system. Okay. Once you install it, is just you can double click on that. It will install. It will install all of your client mission. Okay. So that is the most important. Okay. So once you install this, then it will work. Otherwise, it will not. So see, suppose can someone try to execute from your PowerShell? Anyone open the PowerShell? Mostly by default PowerShell is there. If not PowerShell, we need to install. Okay, just
no, you want to install that?
Yeah, most of the servers, most of the desktops are having nowadays new OSs, right? They have POWR. Just to type power, you can find the PowerShell. You got it, right? Just to type the power. Here the thing is, what we are doing, first of all, what is our job here? We are trying to, there is a S3 browser, S3 bucket here. There is a S3 bucket in AWS that we need to access from your Windows box, or you need to access from your Linux box. Like that we need to understand. Okay. So suppose if you want to access from the Windows server, okay, it may be Windows 2000 or 2008 or 2016, whatever server you want. Okay. For that, what you need to have the PowerShell should be installed. Most of the case it is installed. If not, you can install, you can download and you can install. That is the prerequisites for this. Okay. The second one is you need to download the command line client software and you need to install that in the system. Okay. The third step is you need to configure AWS. Okay. You need to configure AWS. Okay, with these three steps, now your S3 box, your S3 is able to communicate with the server. Okay, these are the steps we are going to do. Okay, our first step is we need to make sure PowerShell should be installed. Okay, if PowerShell should be installed, most of the servers, anyone can find the PowerShell in your system?
I have, but I cannot install this client software in my PC.
Yeah, no need. Wait 1 second. Just can you go to the, can you share your desktop? Yeah, just can you type here AWS, just AWS, enter. So AWS is not working because AWS, the term AWS is not recognized by your system because you are not installed AWS client software in your desktop. Suppose if I type the AWS, yes, I can able to see that AWS commands. I can able to see, this is my desktop. Okay, so I can able to see my AWS commands because I installed my software like AWS command line utility. So that's why AWS commands are working here. Everyone understand this? You can install this software. Okay, we already shared with you, with everyone, or you can go to the Google and you can download, or we already shared with you the documents. The documents, if there is a one document like how to access command line. Okay, so you can use that command line utility. Okay, suppose the command line operation. Okay, CLI operation or CLI configuration. Okay, let me go to the other one. Yeah, see command line configuration. If you go to this command line configuration, you can understand, you can click on that link, it is downloaded, okay? Here, how to access this, what is the requirements, okay? Here, Python should be installed and PowerShell should be installed, okay? PowerShell should be installed and all, okay? So here, like, see, for example, what you need to do, you just click on this link. You just need to click on this link, the software is downloaded, okay? So if I click on that, yes, it is allowed. Then now that software is installed in my desktop, okay? So it, yeah, I'm sharing. You can click on this, you can get the software in downloading. See, can you see this? My software is downloading. So if I, yeah, I see it is asking. You can save this file, now you are done. So that means like this is the way how to download and all. Once it is downloaded, you need to install. You need to run it and download and follow the instruction to install, okay? Once it is installed, okay, you can see AWS. Once it is installed, you can see AWS command, so it's working, okay? So now you are very clear about step 1 is PowerShell, step 2 is command line utility. The third step is like AWS. Suppose I want to execute AWS commands. I want to access, I want to work with command line. Okay, I want to see how many buckets we have. I want to see how many users we have. I want to see how many servers we have. So AWS is the option and you can work with the command line. Okay, AWS S3 LX. Okay, to display how many buckets are there. I cannot able to see this because there is no relation between my laptop to AWS S3. So I need to configure that. I need to configure that. Everyone understand this point? Even it is just client software is installed. Client software is not the one which will communicate, right? Like we need to have the communication, like we need to configure the credentials, okay? So AWS, for that AWS CONFIGURE, configure is the one option. Configure that. Here it is asking your credentials. Do you remember we just downloaded some credentials like access keys and secret key of that user, like Mike, or any user like root user also you can give whatever you want, okay? So you just need to provide your security credentials here. Yeah, then you can go with the command line. Yeah. US West one region, on which region you are, you need to give that, okay? So suppose on which region we are, I'm in East region. So let me go US East, US hyphen East hyphen 1. Okay, I need to give that. Here format is table format or Excel format, whatever the format, okay? Now we are good. So now you configured AWS S3, okay? Now you can able to see S3 bucket and all. That means now we are configured. That means my laptop is configured with my credential which is having S3 access. Okay, so this is the way how to configure the command line utility and all. If anyone any questions, let me know here how to access from command line.
What ID and password we need to give to access?
Password?
And to access, what the ID and password we need to give to access AWS configuration.
ID and no, the user, like which user you are providing. Whatever the user you are accessing.
Okay.
Yeah. Suppose which user credential you want to provide here.
Okay. For example.
Yeah.
Mine is Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay. The password is welcome.
No. Here, whichever the user. Some user in AWS S3.
Okay.
S3 is right. Who is accessing?
Yes.
Suppose like to whom you want to provide S3 access, full access.
Okay.
Or read-only access. Whoever wants to access, instead of console, they are accessing from command line. That's all.
Okay.
Got it or still confusion?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. So here, why we need this command line and all? Suppose sometime you have the SQL server. Okay, you have the SQL server or PLSQL server or any server. Okay, so it has so many logs. That logs every day you want to send into the some S3 bucket. Okay, so so that you can create one bucket and you can write one small like automation script, and it is copying every day, morning or evenings, all logs are uploading to the S3 bucket. Okay, so like that we can define all these things. Got it, I think. So from here we can see like whatever AWS is the command. Okay, AWS command is working. Okay, under that, after that command, and sub commands like that we can provide. Suppose AWS S3 task, I want to S3. So if you go question mark, you can see like what we can do with the S3. So in S3 we can see ls. Ls means list the bucket. And if you see like there is a mb make bucket, rb remove bucket, mv move files, cp copy files, and rm remove. Like these are all the different options. Okay, so we can see like I want to create one bucket. Okay, so mb. Okay, so I can use mb bucket, create bucket. What bucket I want? S3 colon // I want to create like 100. Okay, suppose I want to create the bucket. So I can create the bucket because these S3 options, all are S3 options. Okay, so if I go to refresh this, you can see the bucket. You can create the bucket, you can delete the bucket, you can copy the data, you can do whatever you want. All command line operations you can perform from here. So only you need to understand like how to configure, what user is accessing, and what credential we need to provide for this. Okay, like that. If this user is having only read-only access, yes, he can able to see only read. Okay, he cannot write anything there. Okay, like that depends upon what permission that user mic is having, that credential will work here. Okay, so that is the most important. Now you are very clear about how to list the buckets, how to create the bucket. If you don't want bucket, I can delete the bucket also, or RB, right? Remove bucket. Okay, you can use remove bucket. You can remove whatever the bucket you want. Suppose if the bucket is not empty, you cannot able to delete. So in that case, you need to use forceful option or something like that. Okay, so we just need to understand what we are trying. Okay, so that is the most important. Now coming to, you can go here. It may not delete it. Oh, it is because nothing is there in that also. So you can able to create the bucket. You can able to delete the bucket. Like we have some options here. Okay, you just go to here. You can see what we can perform here. Like some.
In fact, I have one query here. So from PowerShell, we are fetching information, but the thing is, from S3 bucket, already one particular user is fetching some information from S3 bucket. I think read or write option is performing. In the same time, if other user hits a command to remove that bucket, what could be the status?
Can you come again? I'm not understand.
Yeah, okay. So one particular is accessing S3 bucket, either read or write action is performing in that bucket, and for the same bucket, if other user is giving command to remove that bucket, what could be happen?
That is like which one is first. It is not like fraction of seconds. Also, there is a difference, right? Let take example NFS. In NFS, also many people are accessing. Even not only that, even Yahoo, Gmail, you are creating one, you are deleting one mail, and some other people same username and login, and he may be deleted. Like what will happen? That means whoever is doing first option, that first action it will take.
I mean, first option is here accessing bucket, either read or write option is performing. Either it could be from S3 browser, for example, it's uploading 5 TB of data, considering So in the same time, other user is trying to remove that bucket completely.
That's what, that's what, you
One
know,
user
like
is
whoever
trying to
is
write
doing
the
first
data.
action, yeah, it will not allow, right? Like others will not allow to do the same action. If one guy is doing, the other guy it will not allow.
So is there any locking mechanism for this?
Yeah, we can. If you want, you can create the if you can create the policy. Only this guy, this user should not take like, you know, it should not download, should not. We will understand that. Okay, like you can define the policy also. That is the bucket policies. We'll understand in few minutes. Yeah, here what we are trying to understand how to access the like command line utility. Suppose for example, see, this is the one, how to see the servers, how many servers are in this region. Okay, so you just click on this one, you can see how many servers are there. Okay, so you can able to, like, whatever the command, like AWS is the option. Under that, you want to talk about S3, or you want to talk about EC2, you want to talk about SNS, you want to talk about IAM, whatever you want. So we need to define the corresponding. Under that, sub commands is the actual options. Okay, so you can go like this. Okay, I want to see how many users are there. Okay, that output equal to tabular format, in the sense it is giving some table format. See, AWS IAM list hyphen users output equal to this thing. Okay, so it is, you don't have access to that. That's why it is not showing. You understand why it is not showing? Because the user
Is having access for only S3 bucket.
only S3. That's why.
Privileges.
Yeah, exactly. If I provide him for the user like IAM, I can go to user. I can go to my permissions. If I add permission to him like on IAM, okay, let me give you the administrator access. Okay. So now he can able to do, because he is administrator now. See, these many users are there. You can see tabular format means like it is giving the table format like this. Okay. Instead of that, if you remove this output equal, it is just a text format. You can just define whatever you want also. Okay, so this is the way how to access from the command line. See, this is showing by default like that JSON script format. Okay, it is displaying everything like ARN number as well as user ID and everything. So now you are very clear about all the command line operations and all. Okay, here S3. Suppose you know how to create the bucket, MB and bucket name. You know how to see what are the buckets are available. Okay, so you can see like what is there in this bucket. Particular bucket you created on bucket and you uploaded some data. You want to see what is there in that bucket. You want to see what is there in the bucket. Yes, you can see that also. Okay, that means just ls and you can see the bucket name, so that it will display whatever the data in that bucket. Okay, suppose if I let me create one bucket. Yeah, MB create. Okay, I'm created one bucket. Okay, so I want to see what is there in this bucket. Okay, so just I can see ls. You can go inside the bucket and you can see some folder also. Okay, so this is the way how to do this. Okay, suppose you want to delete the bucket, but the bucket is not empty. you cannot able to delete. Okay, even if you want to delete, then forcefully you need to use. Okay, so suppose, see for example, this is the bucket. I'm in S3 bucket. That S3 bucket is empty. That's why we can able to delete. If it is not empty, you cannot able to delete directly. Okay, so let me add some file here. Yeah, done. So now we have some files. Okay, suppose if I go to delete bucket 100, you cannot able to delete because it is not empty. So even if you want to delete, even if it is not empty, you need to use the option like forceful option, hyphen force. Okay, so you can use this so that it will delete the even if it is not empty. So you just need to spend little bit of time. That means first it is deleting the inside objects and it is deleting the file bucket. Okay, so just to spend little bit of time on this, and also you can copy some files also from on-premise, from local system to here. Okay, suppose I'm creating one more time bucket 100, and suppose like for example I'm in C drive, or I'm in a week Kupla is okay, my ID. Suppose if I see I have some files here. I can see so many files like suppose mkdir d1. Suppose what is the command to create directory?
D1 is already existing. Well, mkdir is correct, but D1
Okay.
is already there.
D1 is there. Okay, we have some files, right? We have some files and Microsoft even. These are all we have. Okay. Suppose I want to copy these files. Okay, you can use this command like just cp aws cp file name, and that's all. Your bucket name. So that bucket is 100. Bucket is 100, and your file name is test1. I think test1. Okay, you can upload the file. Okay, like that you can upload and you can download. You can do these things. Yeah. So now you are able to uploaded the files. Okay, if I go to S3 bucket, you can just refresh. You can see some files are copied. So this is the way from your desktop. Yeah.
Here we have any data limit. I mean upload limit. From S3 bucket directly we can upload up to 5 GB, right? Once.
Yeah, we can do like a star.
No, I mean I'm not saying that data. I'm asking limit. From S3
No, that limit is, you know, like here there is no limit. Okay, that is the S3 browser. There is a like 5 GB limit file that is there.
Okay.
Yeah. So here, like you can just copy star. Like star means everything. I think we need to use star. Dot should work. That means like currently like or some buckets, some somewhere, you know, hyphen force hyphen recursive we need to use because we are copying everything. That's it. Hyphen recursive. You need to use recursive option. Okay, if you want to copy inside and everything, you know, in that case subdirectories and folders inside and everything, you just need to use the recursive option. Okay, that hyphen recursive option. If you want to copy inside the folders and all, you know, that is the, you can define on which directory you want. You have multiple options, you know. You just need to spend time, that's all. Yeah, it is uploaded. Okay, so everything is uploaded. So that is the way. If I refresh, you can see the files and folders also. Okay, so this is the way how to upload and all. So now coming to, you can upload, you can download, and you can copy, you can rename, you can copy to particular storage if you want. You can define many things. Okay, that is the way how to operate the AWS S3 to, I mean command line to S3. So here one more important thing what we are going to do, how to sync the data from this to that. Okay, so how to sync means, like, right? Only the thing is sync command, just sync. That means whatever the changes, whatever, this is the most important, okay? Whatever the changes happening in this directory, okay, only those changes will reflect. If there is no changes, then it will not copy anything. Now there is no changes, right? That's why it is not copying anything. Suppose any command, like how to create the file, or let me go here. Let me go to my directory, C drive.
Venkat, from command line, just we can hit mkdir and give new folder name so that it will create.
Yeah, anyhow, I can create some files. Suppose I have test one, right? Here I'm changing some data. I'm changing some data. Okay, so that means something change is happening in your current directory in one file. Okay, so now I can do what I can do. I can sync only that file. Whatever the file it is, there is a change. Only changes are reflecting to, it is syncing to that. Okay, I hope everyone understanding this point. This is most important, because if you know this, you can write one small script like PowerShell script, or like you can automate by using scheduler, so that it is every day it is copying the logs from your on-premises to AWS automatically. Okay, you no need to do anything. It is automatically happening. Okay, so that is the way how we can manage the command line. If anyone still you can do the reverse way also. Like, you don't want to, suppose you want to copy the file, suppose accidentally one day all files are rm star. Okay, if someone is deleted all the files, okay, so from this directory, so but still you need to bring back. Okay, so you can reverse, you can use like sync dot, that's all. Okay, we can remove this data. Okay, so from here we are syncing the data from reverse. Okay, these commands you already know. Okay, downloading, here downloading. So you can see how to upload, how to download, and what is sync, and how to copy, how to delete, how to, what is recursive, how to select the different paths, and we understand so many things. Most of the time, like, you never find these things in most of the trainings. Trust me, because this command line and all, they never work on that. This is the big project in companies. Okay, so you want to exclude only particular kind of files, you can exclude, and how, if you want like only particular group of files, you can do. Yeah. What content deliver in network? Hello. Hello, who is this?
Hello.
Who just, yeah.
Yeah, this is Fahad from Berlin.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Good. So I'm trying to join from today. I registered, but still I'm not getting the payment gateway.
Oh, you are supposed to join in a 5:30 batch, you mean, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So you need payment gateway.
Yeah. Actually, last time I spoke with Priyanka.
No, we are very clear about this. Yeah. How to upload the data, because normally in companies we are doing projects with this. It is just sample, but the task is same. But here in companies, it include more process oriented. Like, if there is any changes, then only copy issue hyphen. Now what we are trying to do, you want to upload some data from S3 to AWS, I mean S3 to EC2, EC2 S3, like that. You need to you are creating some environment. Okay, here even if both are in AWS, there is no relation between your EC2 S3. So AWS commands also not working. For this, what we need to do, we need to download the AWS S3 command line utility, that is AWS bundle. Okay, so that you can able to perform. Okay, before that we need to make sure like Python should be installed. Okay, if Python is not there, yes, mostly it is there. Okay, Python is not there, then you need to install the Python. Okay, otherwise if Python is there, then you need to download the command line. Okay, so this is the shared, I think. Okay, so you already downloaded. Okay, so you need to, okay, to unzip, you know, right, you want this. Okay, so you can set all the, yeah, unzip package. Okay, then unzip. Once unzip package is installed, you can able to so now you can able to unzip.
When
Yeah, let me check. Okay, command here. Okay, this package is package to install, which you need to use. Once you install the command line, you do it for the command. Let's say we are using like GUI to install this installed. Okay, then the operation is say like shell commands. credentials against this. Okay, so we can define respect or region with anyhow it is taking commands, whatever the commands included in delete the bucket we can do S3 make bucket S3 bucket we are in 200. Okay, so you can create the 201 with the same operations you can perform Linux accessing sync command. So you can copy paste the single files and very simple. You would really know you can find so many things that and sync dot to everyone S3 So if I go to my bucket, their command line is same as anyone is not clear any of these points. Let how to here like ARN number we need to define. Otherwise, like then we can get same. Now delete this bucket. No one will have this bucket. It won't allow. Okay. If you want to define inside, this is very, very good feature. Okay. So also ask someone whatever you want. Yes, I want someone should not be deleted. I want things like you need to define whatever you want. Any user you can define particular user also. Only we can apply for the user. Here this is the bucket endpoint is like you are creating user bucket. That means user level policy it is. Bucket level policy means you are giving the policy to want to provide to the next people. Okay. Creating policy applying for the bucket. Anyone, any questions, let me know. I will explain again. I think important just to go to bucket policy. If explain tomorrow also. Okay. Define like whatever the bucket name are doing. That S3 is the common code. Earlier we gave like any bus stand. Yes. Anyone is generated. Okay, so that means bucket. But you are applying this for only particular bucket cannot understand this star. Yeah.